Once upon a time, in a quiet, green forest far away, there lived a little girl named Zhikharka. She had bright eyes and a cheerful smile. Her home was a small wooden hut with a thatched roof, surrounded by tall trees that whispered in the wind. The air was fresh, filled with the scent of pine and wildflowers. Zhikharka shared her home with two dear friends, Cod the cat, who was soft and clever, with fur as black as night, and Petuk the rooster, who was brave and watchful, with feathers that shone like the morning sun. Every day, they lived happily together. Cod would curl up by the warm stove, purring softly. Petuk would strut around the yard, crowing at dawn to wake the world. Zhikharka loved to play with them, singing songs and helping with chores. They ate simple meals of bread and milk, and at night, they told stories under the stars. Life was peaceful, like a gentle stream flowing through the woods. But one day, a small worry crept into their happy home. Cod and Petuk needed to go into the deep forest to gather berries and nuts for winter. They knew the forest could be dangerous, especially because of the cunning fox who lived nearby. The fox had sharp teeth and a sly grin, always looking for easy prey. Zhikharka, said Cod in a soft voice, you must stay inside the hut while we are gone. Lock the door tight. Do not open it for anyone, especially not the fox. She might try to trick you. Petuk nodded, his feathers ruffling. Yes, little one. Promise us you will be careful. We will be back before the sun sets. Zhikharka hugged them both. I promise, she said, her voice small but fair. She watched as Cod and Petuk walked into the trees, their shapes growing smaller until they vanished in the shadows. The hut felt empty without them. Zhikharka sat by the window, humming a tune to pass the time. The birds chirped outside, and the wind rustled the leaves. It was so calm, she almost forgot about the warning. As the afternoon sun filtered through the branches, a soft voice called from outside. Zhikharka, ah, Zhikharka. It sounded sweet, like a song. Zhikharka peeked through a crack in the door. There, under the trees, stood the fox, her red fur glowing in the light. She held a shiny pea in her paw. Come out, dear child, the fox cried. Look what I have for you. A pretty pea, just for you. Open the door, and it is yours. Zhikharka remembered her promise. No, she said firmly. My friends told him not to open the door. The fox smiled wider, her eyes narrowing. She tried again, but Zhikharka stayed inside. Hours passed. The fox grew impatient. She hid behind a bush and thought of a clever plan. She listened to the sounds of the forest. Then, she cleared her throat and crowed like Petuk, cock-a-doodle-doo. Zhikharka, it is Petuk. Open the door, we are back. Zhikharka's heart jumped with joy. The voice sounded just like her friend. Without thinking, she unlocked the door and stepped out. In a flash, the fox leaped from the bushes, grabbed Zhikharka, and stuffed her into a big sack. Ha, now you are mine, the fox lied, her voice no longer sweet. She slung the sack over her shoulder and ran deep into the forest, to her dark, smoky den hidden among the rocks. Inside the sack, Zhikharka felt scared and alone. The world bounced and swayed as the fox ran. Tears welled in her eyes. What will happen to him? She whispered. Cod and Petuk, where are you? The relatable fear of being lost and tricked made her heart ache. She thought of her warm hut and her friend-skinned faces. But she took a deep breath, trying to stay calm. At the fox's den, the air was thick with the smell of smoke and earth. The fox dumped Zhikharka out onto the floor. Now, little girl, the fox said with a wicked grin, I am going to eat you for dinner. But, first, you must sit on this shovel so I can put you in the oven to roast. She lit the fire in the big stone oven, flames crackling and popping. The room grew hot, shadows dancing on the walls. Zhikharka looked at the white, flat shovel. Her mind raced. She felt a spark of courage. This was her chance. Ah, fox, she said in a small, innocent voice, I don't know how to sit on a shovel. Can you show em, please? The fox huffed, annoyed but proud of her plan. Fine, silly child. Watch em. The fox climbed onto the shovel, curling up just right. Like this. See, In that moment, with a gentle twist of fate, Zhikharka saw her opportunity. Quick as a wing, she grabbed the handle and shoved the shovel hard into the oven. No, the fox yelped, scrambling. But it was too late. The oven door slammed shut with a clang. The fox banged and howled inside, but the flames roared louder. Zhikharka stepped back, her hands trembling. She had outsmarted the cunning fox. But the story wasn't over. Outside, Cod and Petuk had returned to the hut and found the door open, Zhikharka gone. Ah no, cried Cod, his tail twitching. The fox must have tricked her. Petuk flapped his wings. We must find her. Follow the tracks. They raced through the forest, following footprints and broken twigs. The sun was dipping low, painting the sky in soft oranges and pinks. Their hearts pounded with worry, but their friendship gave them strength. They arrived at the fox's den just as smoke billowed from the chimney. Inside, they heard the fox's muffled cries. Zhikharka ran to them, tears of relief streaming down her face. Cod, Petuk, you come. They hugged her tightly. The fox, singed and scared, burst out of the oven and fled into the woods, her tail smoking. After her, crowed Petuk. The three friends chased the fox through the trees, lying now as she ran far away, never to return. As the moon rose high, they walked home together. The forest felt safe again, the stars twinkling like old friends. Zhikharka learned to listen to warnings, and her bond with Cod and Petuk grew even stronger. They sat by the stove that night, sharing warmth and stories. Life went on, peaceful and full of love. And in the quiet of the hut, Zhikharka whispered, "Thank you for being my family." The end.